Hello everyone. Today we are exploring our new product offering, Axis Income Plus Arbitrage Passive Fund of Fund. So if you are somebody who's looking for a product which gives you debt-like potential but is also efficient in terms of taxation, then this video is for you. So we have with us Devang Shah, who heads fixed income at Axis AMC. So before we get into the details of the product, Devang, what is your view on the fixed income market? What is your current outlook on the fixed income?
Thank you, Deva. So I think the monetary policy currently and the minutes which got just released yesterday outlined our fixed income outlook very clearly. I think we are at the fag end of the rate cut cycle. And if you look across at the minutes and detail it out, they clearly spelled that because there is a significant possibility of downward revision in inflation for the next year, as well as some headwinds to the growth on account of tariff, we might see some monetary space open up in the next 2 quarters, which probably will lead to rate cuts of around 25 to 50 odd basis. I would say our view is that we might have a 25 basis rate cut and that might be the end of the cycle. But if tariff uncertainty continues, we might get on a total basis 50 basis of rate cut from here. But I think it is important from a bond market perspective because how all of these rate cuts will translate into. We believe so that at the fag end of the rate cycle, capital gain opportunities translating because of rate cuts are very, very few and limited. So from here on, I think an investor, when we are looking at the next 12, 18 months, we believe so. First, the macro environment is such that there will not be any significant rate hikes. In fact, our view is that for the next 12 months, we will not anticipate any rate hikes. Secondly, I think liquidity continues to remain surplus. And till March 2026, we are of the view that liquidity will remain amply surplus. In this context, where you have limited capital gain opportunities, limited rate cuts, no rate hikes for the next 12 months, and liquidity to remain agile, I think investors should now start focusing on, and we have been talking about this since last 3 to 4 months, that investors should now start looking at carry or accrual-based strategies. So that is what is our outlook in this context of macro environment today.
So when you're saying carry or accrual based strategies, do you have some investment horizon or duration that will fit into every investor's portfolio suitably?
Good question, actually, Rita, because when you've looked at longer term trends, and we have tried and work around on trends for looking at 3 to 4 year duration products and compare it with funds like long dated funds like gilt funds, compare it with other strategies like dynamic funds, and a 10-year, 15-year study shows that over a longer point of time, there's actually not significant outperformance of long duration funds as compared to shorter duration funds. In fact, the gap is hardly any, it's 3 to 5 basis. So our view always has been that in a stable rate environment that we don't expect too much of rate cuts or rate hikes. And when we look across at a longer term investment horizon, we believe that short dated accrual strategies, which are targeting duration of around 2 to 4 years or 3 to 4 years, are the solution for investors to capture this accrual strategy and from a medium term fixed income solution perspective.
So then how does the new product offering of Axis fit into this strategy profile that you have mentioned?
So see, Divya, now I think income plus arbitrage fund of fund category is already very popular. It's a buzz among investors because over the last 12 months, the category has actually gained a lot of traction. And if we look across at the industry, it was hardly below 1,000 crores in Jan 2025. And today, the EM of this category put together at the industry level is upwards of 21,000 odd crores. From taxation perspective, we got clarity in last year's taxation bill, which gave us some more insights that if you blend a category where you own less than 65% of debt and you have 35% of non-debt assets, it can be arbitrage. If you blend a portfolio or make a fund of these categories, it actually, and your investment horizon is more than 2 years, your tax efficiency kicks in. You are actually taxed at a rate of 12.5% for an investment horizon for more than 2 years. So this category has started gaining a lot of traction. We already launched one fund, repositioned one of our active strategies into this fund. We have now come up with the second fund in this category, which is a passive Axis Income Plus Arbitrage Fund of Fund category. What is this fund all about? The fund, if you'll ask me, it will invest the 65% of its debt portion into index funds, ETFs, and target maturity funds. Why so? Because why so? Because we believe that target maturity funds are generally hold to maturity products, which are well suited. They are agnostic of market cycles, because somewhere down the line, if your investor holds on for the duration of the target maturity fund, generally he replicates the
Reasonable predictability.
there is reasonable predictability in the returns, and the returns would be very much similar to the index returns. Second, the thing is, from a perspective on tax efficiency, once you blend a portfolio and you hold a investment for 2 years, it actually comes out to be a tax optimal solution with significant low volatility, and the portfolio is completely in India. Most of the target maturity funds or index funds are largely investing into AAA corporates and sovereign bonds. So you are having a quality conscious, high quality biased portfolio, a tax efficient solution, as well as the return predictability on such kind of index portfolio.
Yeah, reasonable predictability. So, what exactly is the investment strategy for the Axis Income Plus Arbitrage Passive Fund in the current scenario?
So, how we look at it is the current market scenario, which I've told you by giving various examples. It is not only about that we are in the fag end of the rate cycle, and that is why this strategy on short to medium duration, which is 3 to 4 year segment, but also trends over the past 10-15 years shows that 3 to 4 year duration portfolios come out to be a clear for medium term debt solutioning. So, what we are targeting at this point of time is that the debt portion of this fund will be completely investing into 2 to 4 years index and ETF funds, target maturity funds.
So, roll down strategy.
It will be kind of roll down strategies. Your investments will be into these high quality AAA corporate bond financial service indices or AAA NBFC indices. Part of it will be into 2 to 4 year SDL oriented index funds. So the large part of the more than 90% of the debt allocation or 95% of the debt allocation, which is the 65%, will be into all these target maturity funds. The other 35%, we'll have to keep it in arbitrage funds, and that will be pure allocation into arbitrage funds.
So, essentially, on the fixed income side, you are saying it will be 2 to 4 years roll down strategies, and on the equity sides or arbitrage is what where the 35%.
Yeah, there will not be any allocation to any equity or active equity oriented strategies. The balanced 35% allocation will only be limited to arbitrage,
which also has debt like
Yes.
realization. So, Devang, when we look at retail investor participation in debt mutual funds specifically, we see that they usually shy away from investing in this category. But listening to you and knowing the investment strategy, the kind of reasonable predictability that it has, what would you say? How do you think that this actually fits into everybody's, debt allocation?
So rightly pointed out, I think after tax efficiency going on, people have or investors have shy away from investing in debt mutual funds. So what are the genuine concerns which investors have? They want return predictability, they want transparency in their portfolio. Somewhere down the line, it's very difficult for them to actually time entry exits in debt funds. And lastly, somewhere down the line, yes, so quality of the portfolio, and they're looking at return predictability as well as tax efficient solutions. Now, when I look at the current offering which we are planning to launch, which is the Axis Income Plus Arbitrage Passive Fund offered, it covers all of these concerns which investors have. It will invest into target maturity funds, which will largely take care of their return predictability. With these, will be largely investing into those 2 year, 3 year duration target maturity funds, which will run like a roll down strategy. Because it is index funds, we will all be investing into AAA oriented strategy. So it is taking care of the quality. Thirdly, the combination of debt plus arbitrage will give them a tax optimal solution. So all the concerns which investors have are getting addressed, and that is why we believe this is a good, very one-stop solution for conservative debt investors or looking at 2 year plus debt investment horizon.
Thank you, Devang. Thank you for your insights into our new NFO. So the new NFO, Axis Income Plus Arbitrage Passive Fund of Fund, is a suitable product for all conservative debt investors or investors who want to invest in debt-like potential but which offers you the tax efficiency as well. So our NFO is open from October 28, 2025 till November 11th, 2025. Thank you.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.